Oh, 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 oh. Wow. Come on, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. Half full?
About half full.
Somehow this is easier when the boys are here.
A lot easier with the boys. It's all good.
We're getting it done.
Probably getting pretty close to full.
Okay, I'll run down.
That's nice to fill buckets as you're filling the thing because it just all of them.
Slippery.
Yeah, that's icy.
All right, this is the first warm day that is above 5. It's 8 degrees Celsius, so that is really nice. And we came out, and sure enough, a few drips are coming out. So we're going to collect what we have. It's about half full, and the ones up there are about 3/4 full, and most of it's ice. But we're going to collect it into these food grade buckets Carol bought, and maybe get a fire going today or tomorrow, depending how much sap we collect. We have a few more trees to drill now that it's flowing, and I think this is going to be the week. If we can get enough, we'll get started boiling it down and hopefully get some syrup. So that's sugar ice. Okay, this is boiled down to a beautiful syrup. I don't know if you can see it here, but we'll show you a close-up, but it's just perfect consistency. I'm going to just give it another minute or two, and then we'll get it inside and we'll filter it and pour it into a bottle and let it cool off. But wow, that's amazing stuff. I think we're almost there. I think that's about where it needs to be. Let's take her inside. Okay, we boiled down that 5-gallon pail into that, and it looks really good. What we've done now is just filtered it through 3 maple syrup filters to take out any sediment, bark, etc. that might have been in the sap. So now we've got really pure stuff. We might put it on the stove for a minute and just go a slightly thicker consistency. And even though we have a special meter for measuring the thickness of syrup, we don't have enough in our first batch to use that, so we're going to use the old-fashioned, I think it's called the leafing method, where you use a spoon and you just pour it off, and if it kind of sticks to the spoon, you know you're at a good syrup consistency. So yeah, it's been fun. We hope to do a lot more jars in the near future, but at least we got one under our belt. Good morning. It's another beautiful, crisp morning here on the lake. It's still safe to snowmobile out there. The ice is still pretty thick and it's got a good layer on top of it, at least in the mornings, because we're getting really cold nights and then it warms up a bit during the day. All that's about to change next week. So thankfully today the boys are coming back from Europe. They are on a flight right now. They text us when they're leaving Copenhagen and they're coming across the ocean. So around 3 o'clock today they should be arriving, and they'll be fine getting in with the snowmobile. But by the looks of the weather, the next couple of days after that, things are warming way up, so it's going to change rapidly, so it'll be nice to have them in. Caroline's still in Europe for a little bit longer, and she's having a great time over there. So with that little warm spell, we were able to get some maple syrup made, and we're going to make some waffles and try the maple syrup with some of the blueberries that we harvested last summer, and it should be delicious. And then when the weather warms up in the next couple of days, I think that sap is going to start flowing fast, and we're going to have to get going, boiling it down and making as many jars of maple syrup as we can. We're also preparing for spring and leaving the island and getting back on the road. In fact, we hope to be down at Overland Expo at the end of May in Flagstaff. So if you get a chance to get down there, it'd be awesome to see you in Flagstaff. So a lot of exciting things happening. I think I finally got me a trout. Woohoo! It's a fighter. Oh man. Ooh. Yes. Oh, it's a big one. Yeah. Ooh. Whoa! What a fighter, whatever it is. It is a powerful fish. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Wow. Come on, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. That's a beautiful trout right there. Woo! All right, guys. We persevered. We kept trying. Came back to the same spot, and look what we've got here. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Woo. That's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta weigh this guy. It's huge.
That is massive. Look at that thing.
That is a beautiful trout.
Oh, the boys are gonna be so excited. I was sitting there doing dishes and I'm like, I better go check on him. I know he has something.
I don't know how to get Carol over here, but I was gonna try text you on the Zolio, and then you came.
Oh my goodness, that's epic.
Let's get a photo. All right, so with some perseverance this winter, and from a lot of really good tips from you, our YouTube audience, and talking to some locals as well, we just kept trying all the tips and tricks that you sent us, and caught ourselves a beautiful lake trout. This is going to be a couple of meals for our family, and we're really thankful for that. We've dressed it, cleaned it, and we're going to wrap it up properly, and then get it in the freezer for a future meal. But what an amazing thing to be able to harvest food from the lake and sustain ourselves without having to go shopping or to rely on anyone else. And as you know, that's been our whole reason for coming up here, and we're nearing a full year. Other than a trip we went up to the Arctic and the kids went to Iceland and all that, other than that, we came here in May of 2022, and we're going to be leaving in May of 2023. So it's been an amazing year for us, a lot of learning, and in our journey towards self-reliance. That's always been something we've been interested in, and living the way our grandparents did, you know, just being able to harvest food from the land and grow your own food and all that stuff. So this was a big step towards that self-reliance. We now have a lot of good ideas of where the fish are, and I spent a good part of the winter fishing in one area, and finally I talked to a gentleman named Ken, and he said, "Son, you're in a very good spot, but you're too close to that rock. You got to move out." And so I did. I moved out, and I thought we had to fish near structure, but not that near. So that's what I was doing a lot of the time, was being too close. So I moved way out today, and before long, pulling in a trout. So yeah, this is an exciting day for us. And as you've seen in last week's video, Carol really knows how to cook up a lake trout and make a delicious meal. So we're looking forward to that.
So we'll go stick this in the freezer. So that's really exciting. I can probably get about 3 meals out of that. I'm planning on smoking one and probably doing a deep fry, and then just cooking one over the fire. We've been learning how to fish, and we finally got one in the freezer, and it feels really, really good. And we feel confident now that we can catch trout and put it onto the table for our family. And now another exciting chapter of this whole journey is going and checking on all the sap that's flowing, and you can actually hear it hitting the buckets now. So, man, let's go check it out.
moment of truth. This is the maple syrup we boiled down from the trees here on the island, and this is dressed with blueberries, which we harvested last summer. So it is always fun to enjoy something that you've harvested, you know, from your surroundings. But let's try this maple syrup. Wow, that is really good.